come out recently.
Legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourself. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito.
Cool.
And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool. Cool.
This is what we're getting.
Yep. But people recognize it's a fun joke fluff. Who gives a shit? As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep.
No. Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really that
I'm just imagining,
strong?
like, just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school, you almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
them.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sexy.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
so they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It's
amazing.
all it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing. And then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and
great.
micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, so where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Just get this shot of shooting. And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey. I feel like he'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
He doesn't.
Need it.
He's
This
made
dude
his
is
money.
doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
Bro. He's just like, whatever, friggin' dog movie, polar bear, let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG, but we got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
I just
But
on that
Go
note,
ahead.
you guys just put out as the first episode of A New Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. Then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. Because I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You dribbling
Because,
the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant.
Oh.
And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw.
Oh, he used it all up. He got nothing left.
He threw it all at
I'm
the
not
spirit
an
bomb and still
I'm
had
not an
14
angry
more episodes
person.
to go.
But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went, and it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off.
He was so mad.
Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
Yes.
I was gonna get to that after that. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 168.
Why are you peeking so hard, Mike?
Talking loud? I don't know.
I swear to God, the last podcast too, your voice starts coming through staticky as shit sometimes. Compros are fine, but sometimes you come through in a weird way.
Well, it's staticky for you. It is crystal clear on my end.
yeah,
on
I
the
know, it's
stream.
weird.
On the stream,
I listened to it on the recording, and it was like, okay, no, it's literally just Discord.
Yeah.
And it's just you. Compros come through clean, but yours just comes through as scratchy as shit for some reason.
no clue.
Fucking weird.
Yeah. So, it has been only 1 week. This is 2
We're
consecutive
back,
podcasts
all
in a row.
of us. Well,
Oh,
one of
it's
us
not.
might still be pooping.
It's not gonna last. Him pooping or
Oh.
us doing consecutives. When Christmas comes, we're gonna be off for like probably 2 weeks.
Who was pooping?
You were not pooping?
No, I was taking a shower.
Your brother said you were taking a hot, steamy shit.
I seen me
Not
shower.
exactly my words, but you go to the bathroom when you close the door for a while. I assume poop. Am I wrong for assuming poop? I don't think so.
You hear the shower running.
Well, I didn't.
No, he did hear the shower running. He just thought that was shit.
Well, he's got a problem. Look at all that steam coming from underneath the door.
BG, do you sing at all or hum while you're in the shower? Because
No.
your brother might have ideas. Oh, it's gonna be a long one. Not too much news this week. Mostly just like 2 big things. I, however, have a story of this past Saturday where
Okay.
you guys ever had a day where just like things go wrong and they just keep going wrong and it just shapes your entire damn day?
Of course.
Oh, my life.
This is my Saturday.
It's called Sunday through Friday. Saturdays are occasionally good, at least.
So the plan for the day was in the morning. My shower has been, the shower faucet has been leaking a bunch, was to fix that. Then at 3, go play Magic with some of my friends. And then at like 7 or 8, go to our buddy Adam's house, who runs the Matsuricon video department, for a housewarming party. That was the plan. So, start disassembling crap in my shower. I wanted to only make 1 trip to Home Depot. That didn't end up happening. There's this like cartridge thing you have to get out of the shower knob, and then you replace that, and that basically fixes leaks. However, I needed a specific tool for this plumbing in order to get it out. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go to Home Depot now, grab it, come back, get the thing, go back. Went to Home Depot, got that as well as a new knob and some other stuff. Get the cartridge out, realize that, oh, the faceplate is all grody too, so take the knob back and return it for like a faceplate knob combo. That's kind of no big deal at that point. Get all that different stuff on. Got a new faucet as well for the tub. New knob, new faceplate. Turn the water back on, run it. Everything seems good. I flip on the shower thing, and water just keeps coming from the bottom of the faucet. Mistake number 1. I bought a shower faucet that had a shower connector on the bottom.
Mike.
So it just
What?
sprayed more water in the bottom. So I was like,
What
motherfucker.
in the history of your life makes you believe that you could have done something like this easily?
I have fixed things before, and I've built furniture.
Bruh, that took 97 years. And fix things? I fix things.
Just nebulous things.
So continuing on, because it only gets better from here.
Oh boy, what
So-
did you do?
So I'm like, okay, I need to go to Home Depot and fix that. And then at that point, I turn the water off in the tub, and then I hear drip, 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 drip. I'm like, what?
Yep.
I look over to my
Okay.
toilet. It's leaking now. I'm like, motherfucker. So I turned the water in the house back off, cleaned it up, just like looking at everything. I'm like, okay. I was going to do this later, like way later, but I was going to replace the innards of my toilet tank because it's, you know how occasionally it whines like a banshee? Ralph knows this.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've several
I
times
can hear this.
haunted.
Yeah, I can hear this sound.
And
in
Mike
my-
is just fine with it, like, oh, nothing's wrong.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like,
Trust me, that's not the toilet.
It's the spirits wanting to be cleansed. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to Home Depot, get the right faucet, and get the innards for the toilet, and get a new water line. Just get everything out of the way for replacing for this toilet. Go and do that.
oh,
Head back.
you again? You back, homie, huh? What?
Oh no, just wait for it.
Dude.
So get back. Put the new faucet on. That's fine. Go to put the new water line on. Got the wrong water line. So it's like fucking bullshit. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna put the shit in the tub before I go back again. Get the water pump into the toilet tank. The other part of the toilet tank, the drain
Mike,
and the stopper.
Mike.
What?
Mike. At what point do you go, I make enough money to just have a professional handle this?
That would be stupid expensive.
So you would rather flood your house with wrong water lines and 72 trips
and
to
shorten
Home
your
Depot?
life by 10 years with all this stress and anger.
The water was off, so I did not flood the house. The stress is another thing.
You take the good with the bad.
Yeah,
That's life.
exactly.
Long blow.
So, as I'm trying, you have to get you have to take the tank off in order to get the drain, replace the drain for a toilet.
I've
Bolts-
replaced an entire toilet. I know how this goes.
I
and
also
you're
have.
already making me stressed.
I also have before. The bolts on the tank rusted, completely rusted. They ain't coming
sounds
off.
Nope.
So, like, all right, need to go get like WD-40 or something to try and loosen them up, as well as get the correct water line. So I go back to Home Depot. It's at this point I walk up to the service desk, same ladies there from earlier. So I have to give the spiel like, yeah, this is just a day where I keep buying the wrong shit. Here's
Did you
this.
measure anything, by the
Yes.
way?
Well,
Then
for
how
that,
do you keep getting...
for like the toilet lines and stuff like that, mostly it's just comparing bolts. There's no like length measuring. Like size of socket, sure, but like the new toilet innards came with new bolts, so I didn't really need to keep the old bolts or measure anything for the old bolts. Get back from Home Depot. Realize I forgot the WD-40. So at that point, it's almost 5. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to just put on the new water line and the new water pump for the toilet, and I'm going to deal with the drain tomorrow. I'm just going to deal with it tomorrow. That all was fine. I text my buddies going, hey, I'll be there in about 20 minutes. At that point, also, I hadn't eaten anything all day. So I'm like, I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop in
We're
McDonald's.
at like noon.
No.
It's 5 o'clock the next Tuesday. Like, wait.
So I go, and this is like the capper of everything that could go wrong went wrong on that day, at least up until I played Magic. I'm like, all right, I haven't eaten anything all day. I'm going to McDonald's. I go to McDonald's. I order my food. I pull up to the window. They're like, all right, it'll be 5 whatever. I reach for my wallet. Forgot my wallet at home. So it's like,
Oh, so now you that broke boy that gotta drive away.
I'm like, can you please?
Hey, everybody, we got a broke boy. Ain't got no money. Cancel that order, broke boy.
Can you please cancel my order because I'm a dumbass and forgot my wallet.
Boy.
So and I was and it was and this McDonald's only had one lane and there was one dude in front of me waiting for his order. So I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, I'm gonna be the motherfucker that like is this person just pulls out and I just pull out right behind him and he's just gonna think like, what the heck? What's he doing?
Broke boy.
So So then go home, get my wallet. I decide I'm really hungry. I'm going to the McDonald's closer to where I live. It's a tiny bit out of the way, but it's closer. That drive-thru took me 20 minutes to get through. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I was just stuck in line for 15 minutes not moving, and I'm like, I would have had my food already, but I just went back to that other damn McDonald's. And at that point, I'm just like in my car, just like shaking my head, just, ah!
What are they doing? Their speed of service is going to be terrible.
I don't know. Usually that one doesn't have any problems. We've been to that McDonald's multiple times when you guys are visiting. We're coming back from conventions. So yeah, rest of the day was fine. Or night, I should say. Won the Magic tournament I played in and played some board games at Adams. So now, day 2, not as bad. So, well, at first I check everything on the shower. So water's running in the shower. When I lift the shower knob to make the water come out of the shower, the faucet just shoots off of the wall. I'm like, whoa, what happened?
Holy shit.
Everything else is fine. Realized I missed a few things that I needed. Got the stuff at Home Depot. It's on now. It's working fine. But that was that was early in the morning, and I was like, all right, let's just make sure everything's working. Was barely awake and just, boom! Like, oh, okay. We're here now. So, got that, and then...
Never leave.
And then from there, I just turned to my toilet. I was like, all right. And at that point, I got in WD-40. I'm like, all right, round 2, motherfucker.
You be cool. Let's do this.
Used a bunch of WD-40, still wasn't budging. I'm like, all right, what are my options here to get these things off? Because I knew I didn't need the bolts or the bolts or the nuts and the bolts. Sorry,
I need the bolts.
And the bolts,
I didn't need the bolts.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, what can I use to split this? And I found 2 things. One was the not as fuck it option, and the other one was fuck it, I'm pissed option.
Mm-hmm.
At automotive stores, they have these. They're typically for cars, but they have nut splitters.
Yep.
Where it's you put it on, you have a socket wrench, and you just socket a wedge into the bolt until it splits.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried that. It was just a bit too big for the bolts that were on the toilet. So then I went to the fuck it option, which was I bought a Dremel. And just sawed the fuckers off. They came off, and then from there, everything was smooth sailing. But it was just
Mike.
There's a word that I'm trying to think of, but just repeat of just mess up, mistake. And yeah, by the time everything was over and done, it was just everything's working great now.
What?
And my landlord's paying for all the shit that I replaced, so that's cool. But yeah, that was just that Saturday where it's just this went wrong, which led to this. Which led to this and this and this and this and this and this. Yeah. It was a weekend. And by the time I got to Monday, I'm like, well, this is being told on the podcast because this needs to be shared.
What kind of bum forgets their wallet?
Usually not me. I am typically 99.9% of the time now, because of this, I do the 3 pats, phone, keys, wallet, anytime I'm going anywhere. But I was just so wound up from the day that I didn't. Yeah.
All it takes is that 0.01%.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
DA's and I's day was just revisited.
Although I do have one
Super
more story
fun,
that
man.
involves one of your brothers, which was hilarious. Right
Oh.
after last week's podcast, DA and I are
Wow.
playing Smash Bros. I just remembered this today, and I'm like, oh god, this was hilarious. So we're playing, and which brother was it? I don't remember. DA
It's number 3.
number 3. Okay, so he's just talking with DA and just talking whatever, and then they start talking about me because I've never met this brother, correct?
Correct.
No.
Yes. So, like, I'm calling him DA, and I think he's asking, he's like, do you like it being called DA? And just like, yeah, whatever. And then he's like, yeah, I know him through podcasts or whatever. And then I didn't quite hear what he said, and then DA just starts laughing. But what he says is just like, oh, yeah, that's this. Yeah, he sell drugs? DA just starts dying. He's like, Mike is an upstanding citizen. And then I was like, oh. And I bust out laughing because I have never, ever been asked that question in my life. Hey, you sell drugs?
White got away with it.
And then he went on a whole thing about your dog dying.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
You know how Peanut is. He's like, the dog's gonna die in the backyard, and he's gonna be just back there, and people are gonna be touring the house like, oh yeah, that's the couch, that's the kitchen, that's the dead dog, and he's just laughing while he's saying this. I'm like, I can't understand a word you're saying. He's like, hey, you're in the backyard, and you're with the dog. I'm like, what are you saying? And all this time, Mike is just beasting on me because I'm trying to decipher what is going through this dude's lips.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This was just so like normal conversation. Hey, you sell drugs? What? Oh.
What? But yeah, our revisited was because of circumstances relating to last week, I got to pick this week's revisited. So I'm just on YouTube, just like, hey, I just need something to watch while I'm playing Borderlands. And just this random video comes up, and it's just, can Batman beat the Avengers? And I went, yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Just slide that right into revisit.
Oh no.
It was a good episode.
Oh boy.
That
I
guy
watched-
was ridiculous.
I watched part 2 today of the
part
latest
5
part
one.
5 video. And I love how there was like such elation from you two when you arguably the best fight in all of JoJo's. Thank you.
Because it doesn't fit with these people's narrative to mention that fight. It is a good fight standalone, but it doesn't tie into Fate, this, that, or the other. So people just go, they don't even mention it. So that's why when this dude mentioned it, it's like, thank you for mentioning this amazing fight.
It's literally the top 5 JoJo fight in all of JoJo.
And people just push that right under the rug.
So yeah,
Not enough fate.
It's still going strong, still super fun.
I had to do my brother's finals, edit something for that. And I'm like, what the?
Wait, what?
So he's an art major. Like, he has scholarships for art. So for his finals, he had to draw like 12 images and make a comic out of it, out of a script and everything. So he drew all of that. He had the other brothers record stuff, and then he had me edit it. So yeah, I just spent 2 hours editing his stuff.
Would argue that's slightly cheating, but you know.
Why?
He should have really done the editing.
Why?
It's his work.
Yeah, his work is drawing. He doesn't know how to edit.
Well, would editing be part of the grade?
I don't think so.
Then why?
I think he just wanted it fancy. I think putting it into a sequential order with the voices would have been enough. But he wanted sound effects. He wanted comedy. Yeah, no. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah. He wanted all this extra crap. So that's where I came in.
Okay. All right, I have a few small announcements, and then we got the two big things to talk about. So, new Wonder Woman trailer came out, or the first Wonder Woman trailer for the new movie. I mean, it's a first teaser trailer, so usually it's like you take it with a grain of salt. But it was just, I don't know, the fact that they immediately are like, hey, here's your lost lover, he's back. And then it's just like, then a nothing trailer from there. It was kind of weird to me. I don't know.
No, they're just showing that he's back, but they're not telling you how, which is fine.
Yeah, because the big
I don't
problem,
like it.
everybody knew.
Watch the movie and learn how he comes back.
Yeah, everybody knew he was coming back because he was listed as being part of the cast. So for most people who use the internet, that wasn't a shock. The shock is going to be how or why he's back.
And then how or why he dies because he's dead in Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Might just be old as shit.
That
he
too.
might just be old.
Yeah. It's like, if that is the case, it's like, what a poor dude. He just, every Wonder Woman movie, he dies.
It's like Salem's Black backstory.
Crisis of Infinite Universes, right?
No, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Infinite Earths, thank you. It's happening in Arrowverse. I haven't really been watching, mostly just been reading articles. The biggest thing that I've seen is people are disappointed with the Smallville cameo.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm sure they wanted something meatier.
Yeah.
From what I'm reading, they're not happy. They think the Lex Luthor was underplayed, and yeah.
It was just more like, I mean, spoilers for anybody that's seeing it, but it's like Smallville Clark gave up his powers, was just a farmer, Lex Luthor's president. And that was kind of the gist of it.
Yeah.
But that's still going on. There's a bunch of different movies that got announced. The new Flash movie is going to be out July 1st, 2022, which is forever from now.
Man, what are you doing? Why? That's like legit 5-6 years after Justice League. Who's gonna care?
Nobody.
And then
What are you doing?
I didn't write down the date, but I believe it's May of 2021. But interesting fun fact, The Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 are releasing on the exact same day.
Yep.
So Keanu has a busy day.
There's
Dude,
also going to be a Bill and Ted sequel
A what?
coming out around the same time. Bill and Ted.
Oh, that's going nowhere. That's doing nothing.
No nostalgia.
Nostalgia's all good and fine, but you got one piece of nostalgia 2 weeks from there in Matrix 4.
Hey, we already talked about this. Not the same audience.
I'm not sure it's not.
But yeah, I'm curious though, like, I'm sure that's happened where big actors had two movies that are close by. Not sure about the same day and how that's going to work with like premieres and flying around or whatever.
Oh, you know they're going to try to
premieres-
schedule it to work around it because he's so big right now.
Yeah.
He's
Premieres won't be the same day anyway.
Yeah.
Premieres can be a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday, a
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah, there's no issues there.
Yeah. It's a interesting little conundrum to think about. I think that's really it. There wasn't like a whole lot of news. So
Oh, there's a big story though. I'll wait though.
Okay. State of the Play, which is PlayStation's Nintendo Direct type thing. They had one of those 2 days ago. Yes, 2 days ago. Announced a few small things and one pretty big thing. The big thing was the official confirmation and trailer for the Resident Evil 3 remake.
I've never been a fan of Resi 3, so it means nothing to me.
Your
Yeah, people are hyped. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, people love it. I've just never
V-Man
been a fan.
is stupid excited for it.
He's literally praying to the image.
And it also got announced that the Project Resistance, the asynchronous multiplayer game, is coming as multiplayer for that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that makes sense. That's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that makes total sense.
Yeah. Like, if you were purchasing it as a standalone game, then that would be... there'd be issues there. Babylon's Fall, which is a Platinum Games and Square Enix game. Gameplay looks pretty good. It's very much up there with Platinum Games' work. Predator Hunting Grounds, which is Dead by Daylight, evolved, asynchronous type game. Untitled Goose Game is coming to PS4. They showed off more Project Dreams, which actually has a release date, which I didn't realize it was actually coming out. I feel like the past 5 E3s that are like, here's Project Dreams. It's like, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's coming out February 14th of next year. Spellbreak, which is a Magic Battle Royale, which is in, I think, alpha on PC right now, is coming to PS4.
I don't know why that game is big.
Perception is Reality, which is a Stanley Parable, Portal-esque kind of puzzle solver with, weirdness about. And then Paper Beasts, which is a PSVR game. So, nothing crazy besides Resident Evil, which was expected, but some interesting stuff there. And then we have the Video Game Awards, which are happening in an hour? 2 hours?
Yeah,
Something like that.
3:30. Oh boy, help! Show. 8:30.
So, I like how none of us helped you.
Mike's
Well,
in
he
an hour.
stated it with such confidence.
Mike's in an hour. You 3:30. Look, what?
I just
Your ass in another country?
Help.
What the
Just-
fuck?
Eh.
No, you drown in that shit.
This is how much we care. So we had talked about Game of the Year last episode, but just to reiterate, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Sekiro, Smash Bros. Ultimate, and The Outer Worlds. I think we all we were thinking either Outer Worlds or Resi 2. That should win, anyways.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Should.
Oh,
Did you see what IGN did?
No, what?
Oh boy!
I saw Control 1, but I didn't see the story behind it.
No, it didn't.
Oh.
So here's the thing.
Oh no.
IGN put up a poll that was like, "Vote. What do you think is the game of the year?" And it was 4 choices, like Control, a bunch of stuff, and Control was winning. Then 11 hours after the poll went up, they put in Death Stranding because they did not want people to vote for Death Stranding. So Control was already in an overwhelming lead. Death Stranding got added later, and you could not edit your vote. So once you voted for Control, it was done.
Locked in.
Then Death Stranding started winning.
Oh.
So they took the poll down.
Oh.
And one of the moderators in the comments said, "Stop voting for Death Stranding for the lols."
That's not what
And
happened.
then Control won.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's that comment was just like the nom noms. It was like, ooh, you can just that is radiating salt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was all bad.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
So if that's any indication, Death Stranding is probably winning Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
Maybe.
Ain't no maybe about it.
So I'm just gonna go through each of the categories that like kind of mean anything, because some of them it's like who the fuck cares. Action game of the year, we have Apex Legends, Astral.
Can I stop you real quick?
Sure.
Me, none of them mean anything because I've barely played games this year.
Truth. So action game, we have Apex Legends, Astral Chain, COD Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, which I think should be in the running for Game of the Year personally. Gears of War 5 and Metro Exodus. Of that, to me, it's Devil May Cry 5, hands down. Astral Chain was good, but Devil May Cry 5 was very good. Have you played Astral Chain yet, DA?
I want to. So
Do it!
I want to. It's Borderlands though, homie.
It's bad. I think it was on sale for Black Friday. I was like, yeah, let me go get it. And then I'm like, if I get it, I'm gonna want to play it, and that's gonna take away time from Borderlands, and I don't want to do that. I'm not a cheater.
Honey, don't worry, I'll be home. I'll be home once I'm done playing Astral Chain.
So yeah, I want to. It's there. I wanna, and I'm good.
So I've been hearing like some other people that I work with that've been playing Borderlands. Have you gotten any of the game crashes?
Yep.
So matter of factly. Yup.
It's a matter of fact.
It's great.
It was this was pre-patch. They recently did a pretty big patch like a week or two ago. Before this patch, it was a pretty buggy. But this patch cleared up a lot of it. But yeah, game crash. You know how you got the little comms where people talk and their face is up in the right hand corner, and then the subtitles are near the bottom. Mm-hmm. Sometimes their face would just stay up there for an hour or so. Other characters are talking. It's just the same character from an hour ago. I'm like, that's not. They're just
watching you.
There was a really funny mission about going into a video game that's just full of bugs. And I got some bugs there. Like, I don't know if this was intentional or no, but
I know was it pausing the game would just crash it. I heard that.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes voices would just not play for some characters. There was this dumb thing where if you go into the menu and you click on your guns, you're supposed to be able to click on them and then just favorite them or mark them as junk. But you can only do that when you're about to buy and sell them, when you're supposed to be able to do them anywhere. Mm-hmm. So that was a pretty big issue, and that got patched out. Yeah, a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah, but it was a huge game and very ambitious. So I'm like, yeah, these game bugs are kind of forgivable. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, come on now. Still loved it. Still loved it. Great game.
Loved it or love it?
Still love it. Still love it.
I was about to say.
I loved it pre-patch. Pre-patch, post-patch.
No patch.
No patch. And then with the patch, they also just like, hey, we're buffing characters because we understand that it's kind of hard to play solo, which it is if you're not playing the right character. So yeah, they're listening.
All right.
Such a good game.
So
I want to play Astral Chain.
So next category is action adventure game. We have Borderlands 3.
Yay!
Control, Death Stranding, Resi 2, Zelda Link's Awakening, and Sekiro. I don't want to just automatically go to Death Stranding and just assume it's going to win, but I'm kinda am.
Yeah, of course.
Like, of the ones that are there, I would think Borderlands, Control, or Resident Evil 2.
Why would you doubt Kojima fans?
I don't know. I voted for Zelda because
I voted for... Yeah, okay.
I'm terrible.
Yeah, good luck, Mike.
Yep.
Good luck. Enjoy that.
It got its one vote. Art direction, we have
6 more.
Control, Death Stranding, Grease, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sekiro, and Zelda. That one I don't know. Greece, like I've always seen images of that game and it looks beautiful. Don't really know what's going to win there.
Okay, Mike.
What?
Okay, Mike. What was one of the names you said? Was Death Stranding in there?
Hey, I'm just
Okay,
saying what
okay
I
then,
think
Mike.
should win.
Okay, Mike.
It's gonna clean up.
Audio design. We got COD, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2, and Sekiro.
Now, Resi 2 might legitimately win that one.
I can see that just with
Yeah.
sound and creepiness is an integral part of that game. Community support. That's it. I think that's a new category. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
You know what? I just realized how pointless it was saying all these categories and nominees when it comes on tonight, and we could have just next week said these were the nominations and this was the winner.
Next week, we're just going to say the winners.
Easy week for your boy.
Yep. We have Content Creator of the Year, which I've heard of none of them except one.
Ninja Death Stranding.
Shroud is the only one that I've heard of on here. Courage, Dr. Lupo, Ewok, Grevg, Grefg, and then Shroud.
It'll probably be Shroud.
Yeah.
There's like 2 other names on there that I recognize because they're big that other streamers have talked about, but
I think it's going to be Shroud.
I don't know. It may or may not be Shroud just because of his move to Mixer. Who knows how that'll go?
I mean, this is kind of... I don't think this is super affiliated with Twitch, so I don't think that has any bearing.
His numbers may have dipped a little bit after the Mixer move, so we'll see.
So
people weren't very happy with that.
So next up, we have Esports Coach of the Year. Don't know, don't care. Esports Event, we have 2019 Overwatch League Grand Finals, EVO 2019, the Fortnite World Cup, IEM Katowice, don't know what that is, the League of Legends World Championship, and the International 2019. I do gotta say, I'd meant to mention this before, so at the League of Legends Championships, they always unveil a new song and what have you. The live show for the new song, like, they're performers or whatever, that fucking tech crew went hard
They did
for that show.
Yeah.
The current one, I was, like, just baffled. Like, I would have... Whoever was the producer of that show had balls of steel. Where they're just like, all right, this show is 80% tech.
Yep.
We've rehearsed this 18 times. Let's hope nothing fucks up.
Yeah, they've been going hard as shit with that to keep attention, just because League's popularity has been dipping on Twitch, but the spectacle of League still is keeping it alive.
Yeah. Then we have Esports Game of the Year. We have CSGO, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch. I think it's the same every damn year.
It is.
Esports hosts, don't know any of these people. Esports players, I don't know any of these people. They're Overwatch, League, and CSGO, and Fortnite. Esports teams, a lot of the same names. The family game category, a.k.a. the best Nintendo game category. And the winner is Death Stranding. So, Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Smash, and Yoshi's Crafted World. I honestly don't know which... I don't think Ring Fit Adventure's winning, but out of the rest of those, I have no idea what's going to win. Fighting game.
I mean, Smash is fun. It's accessible.
But Mario
People
Maker
like
to me
it.
is like more family friendly.
But even though it's got all the level makers and stuff, I don't think it has the longevity of Smash because there's not a whole lot of people who are just like, I want to do the super hard level, and it's a lot more of that online as opposed to the just.
Well, they're now adding
levels.
like the reason that they didn't add amiibo support is they're like now they're adding in characters and making them like legitimate characters. They added Link as a character that you can put in Mario Maker, and he isn't just a Mario skin. He actually uses items, bombs, his sword, his shield. So I can imagine them doing that with Samus and with a bunch of the other protagonists of Nintendo franchises.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yep. So next we have fighting game. We have Dead or Alive 6 Jump Force.
Get out of here!
Oh, you
Who paid to get them in there?
You didn't know.
How many penises were sunk? What is that? That game is atrocious. What are they doing? It's not even a game.
Atrocious.
I did know it because me and Chris were talking about it, but it's just like, come on now.
It's so unbelievable.
Just hearing it from another party, like what? It happened.
Were there not enough fighting games that came out?
Dude, there were so many fighting games that came out. This had to be about sales and I guess what people.
It's got to, and
rated
it's
it.
also hype because Jotaro versus Naruto, but this has happened before. It's a pretty all right looking game. Shut up, BG. It looks fine, but it looks fine.
No. We are going back
Yeah.
to that comment. That game does not look fine.
It looks fine.
It does
in
not.
In motion.
Not really.
Still images of characters just standing around doesn't look great, but it's got the hit sparks. It's pretty fast moving.
Luffy looks constipated 24/7.
Exactly. When he's standing around talking, fast moving action looks fine.
Bruh, have you ever seen any piece of media we've done together where you went, this ain't working?
It's not that it didn't work. I think that the footage and the audio and what we did was fine.
No, because we were going.
But the game was rough.
Yes, because we had nothing to work on.
I remember a bunch of stuff we were laughing at. I think that was a
Yes, but
perfectly
once the
fine
novelty
video.
of laughing at what they looked like wore off, it's just like, now we're just playing the game.
Good hit. Oh, that was a nice move.
Game, it was fine. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't our best work, obviously, but it was fine.
It might legitimately be our worst work.
We got Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and Smash. I think it's gonna be Smash.
I hope so.
It's either Smash or MK. There's no
Yeah.
other choices there.
Fresh indie game. We have Zaum. Oh, these are the studios. Sorry. Recognizing a new independent studio that released its first game in 2019. So we have Zaum for Disco Elysium, Nomada Studio for Greece, Dead Toast Entertainment for my friend Pedro, Mobius Digital for Outer Wilds, Megacrit for Slay the Spire. Oh, I have friends that love that damn game. And then House for Untitled Goose Game. If I had to guess, it's probably Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, more than likely.
It shouldn't be.
Game direction. We have Control. Death Stranding. Resident Evil 2. Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. And The Outer Worlds. I'm just not going to even contemplate at this point. If I had to pick, it'd probably be Control. Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning or message. We have Concrete Genie, Grease, Kind Words, Life is Strange 2, and Sea of Solitude. Indie game. Untitled Goose Game's in there. It's probably winning. And mobile game. Nothing really there. Multiplayer game. Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, COD, Tetris 99 and The Division 2. I personally voted for Apex Legends. I love that game. I would probably assume Borderlands 3, but I don't know.
I hope so, because it's really a good game outside of the bugs and stuff. It's really fun. They added a whole lot of stuff that helped.
Like, I know Tetris 99 was just, like, viral for a while, but I don't know.
I hope Borderlands gets at least one win. I get a low heat.
I don't want COD to win anything. Let it die. Narrative. A Plague Tale, Innocence, Control.
Say it, Mike.
Death Stranding.
Yeah!
Disco Elysium and the Outer Worlds. Ongoing game. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Rainbow Six. Performance. We have Ashley Birch for her performance in The Outer Worlds as Pivardi. Courtney Hope as Jesse Faden from Control. Laura Bailey as Kate Diaz from Gears 5. Mads Milkinson for Cliff and Death Stranding.
She did a good job.
Matthew Peretta as Dr. Casper Darling in Control. And Norman Reedus as Sam Porter Bridges in Death Stranding.
He did a job.
I just want to see Mads Milkinson and Norman Reedus at a gaming award ceremony. That's really all I want to see for this category. RPG, Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy 14. 14. Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds. I'm assuming it's going to be The Outer Worlds. I don't think KH was good enough to put it over the hump.
Yeah, probably not.
Score and music, we have Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, KH3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts. Sports racing game. I got to combine sports and racing. Crash Team Racing, Dirt Rally 2.0. Wait, what?
WWE 2K20?
No.
Oh.
eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020. I did not know there was another soccer game. F1 2019 and FIFA 20. Crash Team. Crash Team should win that. I'm assuming it's probably going to be FIFA. And then strategy game, Age of Wonders, Planetfall, Anno 1800, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Total War 3 Kingdoms, Tropico 6, and Wargroove. Fire Emblem should win that. VR, AR game, nobody cares. And that is the nominees. So Death Stranding is, let's see, how many is Death Stranding winning? We got 1, 2, 3,
Death Stranding is
4.
not walking away with less than 4.
4. We're still at 4. We're an esports people. 4, 5. I thought there's no. Okay, 6, 7, and 8. Well, 7 if you count the voice actors. 8. It's nominated for 8 awards. I'm gonna have to agree with you. Do we want to make bets? Do we want to bet?
No, because that would be trusting people.
You can't trust.
Well, you can't.
That's true. So yeah, those are the awards. Of course, with the Game Awards, there's a bunch of announcements, and really, me and DA are just waiting for the Smash Bros. Character.
Yeah,
There has
boy.
been... I have seen so many character rumors just like immediately squashed in the last
Yep.
week.
I hate it. I hate
Sora, Master
This
Chief,
is like
Duke
done.
Nukem,
it. Done. No.
Phoenix Wright.
No. Don't dream.
Like, no, I'm just saying these are the things that I've seen.
And there's been a lot more where it's just like, stop hoping for these characters. You're done.
I saw a news article that had a silhouette, and I'm like looking at the silhouette. I'm like, that's fucking Kratos from God of War. Who the hell thinks he's gonna be in the game?
People legit do.
Oh, Yeah, at this
But
point, like,
again, we're all over here hoping for Sora.
yeah, I would want Sora,
Still.
Sora and Master Chief are like 1 and 2 for me. After
I
that,
don't need another zoner. Oh, but he has other things. Nah.
Oh god.
yeah, those are the only 2 that like are on the top of my list. Like before it was Banjo, and we got him. So besides Sora, what would you want?
I want Gino, but it's not gonna happen. I've accepted it. Whoever comes, they're gonna come, and
Oh no, you're gonna get Gene.
You only say that because like you get one, but I don't get one. No. So yeah, whoever comes. I've been pretty happy with the overall DLC characters outside of Hero, who sucks, and I still hate him forever.
You also
You're
hate
getting
Banjo.
Gino or
Oh, I hate Banjo. I don't know what it is about these DLCs, but it's just like the theme of fear. Because they all got a thing that's just like, yo, you should be really afraid of this. Arsene is just like a game winner.
Dude, Leo. What the fuck?
He's really I really hate how good he is. Because I always look at something like that, I'm just like, I got 2 hands. I should in theory be able to do that.
So that dude, just like some insider, but just like some knowledge about like how competitive Smash Bros works. They have this thing called the PGR, which might be another fighting games, but I know Smash has this specifically. I can't talk. Every half a year is a season, and they have a slew of tournaments, and then they rank those tournaments S tier, A tier, whatever tier, and then they, at the end of the year, basically based on tournament results, wins against certain players will rank the players 1 through whatever. I know they go above 100. And Leo at every PGR tournament, at a minimum, placed second. Every ranked tournament he went to, he made it to grand finals. It's stupid how good he is.
What's it like just looking at the brackets like, yeah, finally a Smash tournament, and just seeing you match up against Leo round 1? Do you just don't, do I even want to play this, man? What? I'm just a dude. I don't deserve this.
Hey, can you play like, I don't know, can you play Corrin?
You feel like a goof character. Like, let's have some fun here, dude. Yeah, but let's have some fun. How you doing today? Oh, the round's over. Oh, they're ushering me off stage.
And that dude too, like, there are like certain players that you see in different games have different temperaments, emotions. Like they'll get super emotional when they win, super hyped. He's just chill.
As expected.
The dude won Evo and just casually on stage, just like got up, took his headphones off, shook Tweak's hand, and just tweeted, "I won Evo. I'm so happy." With no emotion on his face. And yeah, there was, I think it was game 2 of this last tournament. I think it was Congo Sanga. And he was down like a stock and a half. And Tweak, it was a combination of him choking and Leo just clutching the fuck out of the game. It was, the man is just stupid. So yeah,
I don't like watching him.
I love it just because the dude has such a, any character. I had some people, so there was a clip that was circulating on the internet a little while ago of him playing Lucina, and he does this like cool little maneuver where he like short hops, does the side B, then neutral air, side B, neutral air, side B, neutral air, gets the person caught in a little juggle, and then forward smashes them off the stage. And I matched with a couple Lucinas on Elite Smash a few weeks after that, and they're trying to do that to me. I'm like, oh, no.
No,
you ain't
sir. No,
you
this
ain't
isn't-
Leo. Don't do this. There's something else I was thinking of too. Shit, there's something with competitive Smash. Now I'm blanking.
Well, while you're thinking about that, I got two things I need to talk about.
All right.
Number one, that KH trailer. Get in there.
Yes.
She's
Yes.
playable. She's playable.
It's
finally.
it. Oh my
She should have been
god.
playable in the game. I don't know what they were doing.
I will say
Get her in there.
that
Get her
trailer
in
makes
there.
me want to play it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It
play it.
does.
I don't know what y'all talking
Because like
about.
at least from what they were talking about, how they were talking about it before was just like you just see more perspectives in like the final portion of the game, but no, there's more ending.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, with that, I'm playing.
I'm absolutely gonna play it. I was always gonna play it. It could have just been, hey, here's because I miss the arena. I love the arena. That's one thing. If they would have like $40, you get the arena. I'm like, here you go. And that's all. They made Kyrie playable, and that's what I've always wanted. And she looks good, and I'm happy.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
And then the second thing is the studio behind the new Sonic redesign, Detective Pikachu, and the Lion King shut down.
Really?
Yep. Apparently, they were not paid enough by Disney for Lion King, and that is the big part that's led to them having to shut doors.
Oh no.
Unfortunate.
Which is ridiculous because that movie made a clean bill plus.
Yeah, and Disney
And you not
shortchanged them on
paying
every
your
cent.
people?
No, it's not their own. Disney, outsourced the work for that.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know,
a
but
Disney-led
they
studio.
still did the job. So I'm saying you're not.
Oh
paying
yeah, but Disney always does this. If it's not their own people, they shortchange them. That's what happened. Between all the work they put in for Lion King, and then again for Sonic redesign, they weren't paid to meet demand. They didn't get paid enough to meet demand, so they didn't have the money to stay open. It's the same as game developers. It happens all the fucking time.
So did no one read what happened there? Read what the people that got fired said?
No.
I have not.
No, it has almost nothing to do with that.
Oh,
It's the people that own them. They shut it down because they think it's going to be cheaper to outsource it to a smaller area. So they just shut down the studio.
interesting. That's counter to what I've been seeing. But if that's what people in there are saying,
Yeah,
interesting.
There's on the Reddit video effects, so RVFX.
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of people coming out and just saying we were working 17 hours for this to 7 days a week, blah blah blah, and then you guys just went, oh well, we think it's gonna be better opportunities and cheaper over there, so we're
So what
shutting
happened to
you
Mike?
down.
So what happened to Mike's old job?
Yes, exactly. Except for a big graphics studio.
Yeah.
We could hire some cheap guy with a third of the education over in India to do the job.
That sucks. I'm
That's
hoping those people
awful.
like they are obviously stupid
Oh,
talented.
they'll get picked back up real quick, and they even know that. I'm sure of that.
Yeah. Oh, man, I am blanking on whatever the hell I wanted to talk about for Smash. Whatever. I don't remember. All right.
Last thing before we
Yes.
shoot the J. Gorillas.
Oh yeah.
They got
so
a-
I never story, so that's
Oh,
cool.
great. Gorillas. We can talk about that afterwards.
It's
fine.
not going to be time. It's
Oh.
a big one.
Oh. Well, you should have said that before.
That's why I said I wanted to do it after Mike's thing, because I thought his crap was going to be, we were going to be wrapping that up at 7:40, 7:45. But he needed to read every nomination, and I've already forgotten 95% of them.
I didn't know there was a story.
Well, just think of Death Stranding. That's about 60%.
Gorillas. They're having a documentary based upon their last two albums, the making of it, the touring, and all that. It's in one theater, one day on next Monday. I'm going to it because I love Gorillas. Hooray! So I had to just go, how does PTO work when I only want like 3 hours and I needed help and I had to figure that out. So yeah, that's gonna be really fun. That's all. How about 12 facts about plumbing?
I guess that means I pick, right?
For anybody that
Yep.
wanted to know my story, just look up State Snaps, the story behind State Snaps,
State.
What?
and do it for State. I'm gonna tell a quick abridged version of it.
Good.
Dude was in college. He basically made world star hip hop for college people. Two people that used to work at GoDaddy realized it was getting popular, so they bought the website name for it before that dude could even think about it. So the dude was like, "Hey, give me the website. Stop using our name to promote parties and such." And they were like, "No, we could talk something out." So they talked something out. They weren't willing to meet. They couldn't come to an agreement. They met again. They couldn't come to agreement. So he hired somebody to rob the dude of the website. He broke into the house. His cousin broke into the house, shot the dude in the leg, told him to transfer the name over. The dude took the gun, shot the cousin 4 times in the chest, and the dude who originally made the Do It for State stuff, he was just like, I had nothing to do with it. So he was running around free for 3 years, still promoting parties, still being richish. He was making $100,000 in like 3 months, and then cops were like, "Yeah, no, you were part of this. Your cousin's talking." So he's doing 14
Wait, he
years.
lived?
Oh, the dude that got shot in the chest 4 times? Yeah, he lived.
What?
He's paralyzed, but he lived. He's doing 20 years. Attempted robbery, armed robbery, aggravated assault. The dude who originally did the Do It for State stuff, he got sentenced to 14 years for conspiracy, commit theft, and blah blah blah. So yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that would have been an interesting 20-minute story, wouldn't it? When I could have laid out the facts in a more slow manner.
Huh.
But no, we needed to do nominees. Yeah, so just look it up. Here, I'll link it.
I'm sitting like, oh man, homeboy died stupid because he's just like transfer the website. Like, I know who you doing this for. This isn't a. I'll do it, but then I'm calling the cops on both of y'all. I know,
Here's the
I know
kicker.
right where to go.
They had bought burner phones and everything, so he called it, and it was like, I need an address to send it to. And the dude that had bought the website recognized the dude on the phone's voice. He was like, I know who you are. Like, so after that, apparently GoDaddy, to prevent theft, needs both parties a few days after the transfer to meet in person and transfer again. So it wouldn't have even transferred over. So he called the very next day after the botched burglary, like, it transferred over. Oh no, you need to get in contact with the dude again to complete the transaction. So he was just like, no, I can't do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
What a time we live in. 12
It is.
facts about plumbing.
All right, yeah, Mike, pick a number, please.
First one's gonna be a mistake, and then the next one's gonna be a mistake.
Just pick a number, Mike.
8.
Dun, 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 dun. Crap. Nope. That was bad.
See? Told you. 2.
Over $100,000 were spent on a study to determine whether most people put their toilet paper on the holder with flap on the front or behind. The answer: 3 out of 4 people had it on the front. That's way too much money on way too stupid of a subject.
But that's the correct answer.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't
It literally
care.
doesn't matter. It holds no importance, but okay, sure.
It's toilet paper. You get it and you
People fight over dumb shit.
run.
right.
It's foul.
All right. Okay.
100,000 straight down the shitter.
But
Quite literally. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
later.